I am live. I'm excited for today's session. This is what your hair looks like when you shave it and then it grows out. I actually have a hair appointment on Friday, so hopefully this will be a no longer thing. I'm thinking I'm going to shave it again and just do it again. Who knows? I'm like feeling that vibe. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We will need something like a yoga bolster, blanket, pardon the craziness of my chair, just kind of coming around. But yeah, we will be doing mostly seated postures for today. So most of these can be done from a chair. So if you are practicing from a chair, that's totally fine. Go ahead and find your seat whenever you're ready, and let's find our legs to be crossed, or legs can be extended, whatever might feel like the best for you. And we can remove the fleshy bits from our sit bones. And if you're in a chair, just feet flat on the ground. And if you are sitting in a chair in a way that the heels are lifted, maybe scoot your booty a little bit more forward. If you need something underneath your feet, a block. Yoga blocks are great for when you're in a chair and you need to bring your knee to the hip height. So, such a good investment. All right, so come to seated, shoulders away from ears. We close our eyes and let's just tap into the breath. Deep inhale, open mouth, exhale. Bring your hands to your belly, deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Two more times. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last time on your own. Go ahead and send some love to your belly. This belly does so much for us, from digesting our food to holding in our organs, and it deserves some love. We ask it to do so much, and then we look at it like it's not good enough for us when we put clothes on it. So let's send some love today, some appreciation. It's like, thank you, belly. Gosh, you're so wonderful. Never, ever a bad moment with the belly. And then option to keep your hands on the belly after you've given it tons and tons of love, or bringing your hands down to the knees, whatever you feel is right for you for today. Once you find your position for your hands, let's wiggle the toes, flex into the legs, and flex into that mula bandha or that pelvic floor, and let this feel really good. So flex, squeeze, 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 and then release. It makes that noise when you release, you just might not hear it. Imagine a long string at the base of your spine, creating the length in your spine. It goes all the way to the tippy top of your head, comes out, and you can pull it taut. This should feel really good. It's almost like you're bringing your chest up in your royalty, like, oh, yes. Why, yes, I am a royal duchess. Allow your shoulders to come away from your ears, and let's just find like a neutral, nice, relaxed spine and shoulders. Flex the muscles in your arms and your hands, maybe give a wiggle and then release. Bring a little bit more tension release to your body. And then tuck your chin a little bit. You could even bring your index finger to your chin and just gently press so that it adjusts. Not down, just push into the chin so it moves back a little bit. And then begin to seal the lips and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, finding that ujjayi breath. As we sip in the air, we count to 4, 5, or 6. And as we exhale, we find that same count, 4, 5, or 6. If we inhale for 4, we exhale for 4. If we inhale for 5, we exhale for 5. You find the rhythm of the breath that works for you. This might mean you you started with 4, then you try for 5. It's not enough. You go for 6, maybe even 7. Maybe back off. I liked 5 the best. And decide whichever one is right. Maybe there's a breath you go to every single time. It never lets you down. And that's the breath for you. So find your breath. Let it feel like you're fogging a mirror as you exhale, and the ocean wave is rolling back and forth as you breathe in and out. As we breathe and let our bodies acclimate to this sense of awareness, let's connect an intention to the breath. So as we inhale, we think, I am, and then exhale, we think, letting go. This week has been all about letting go for me. I had too much on my plate, and I was deciding I needed to let go of actual things on my plate. Some were personal, some were business, some were whatever. Once I made this decision, all of a sudden abundance came into my life. I feel very, very grateful for this. As we inhale and exhale, what is it that you could let go of in your life to bring in abundance as well? I want this for you. It could be a negative emotion, a negative person. It could be like a little limiting mindset. It could be an opinion. It could be anything in your life that you need to let go of. So take a moment and think about it, and then imagine yourself holding your fist out in front of you. You could physically hold your fist out in front if you'd like to go along with me here. Eyes are still closed, but we can see and feel that this is what it is. As we inhale, we squeeze our fist and we think, I am. And then as we exhale, we open our fist, palms face up, and whatever was going on, whatever we're letting go of, floats away. Inhale, I am. Exhale, letting go. Option to bring your hands back to the belly or back to your knees. Let's take a few more deep breaths here just to cement this intention. On that next exhale, notice if you rounded your shoulders, they came forward. Your spine began to round. We like to do this. So we inhale, roll the shoulders back and extend the spine, find that length. And then right ear comes down to the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck. The left hand stays in the lap, reaches off to the side, or the top of the hand comes to the base of the spine. Your eyes are still closed so you can feel into that muscle into the neck. Wherever you choose is good. So we inhale, we bring in all that energy, and then exhale, we give it right to that muscle, allowing it to stretch maybe a little bit more. Inhale, we breathe it in. Exhale, we send it to that muscle. Find your ujjayi here. Notice if your jaw is being clenched or anything else. On that next inhale, we bring our head back to center. We bring our head, and then release our left hand and just let it drape in our lap. Take a deep exhale. Inhale as we are lengthening that spine again, and then the left ear comes down to that left shoulder. The right hand now decides, stay in the lap, reach off to the side, or top of the hand to the base of the spine. Wherever you're at is good. Take the time here to choose. You could try all three and then decide, this one's the best. That one's the best. we inhale, we breathe in all that good energy, and exhale, we send it right to that neck muscle. These muscles hold up valuable cargo, so let's send them some love. Next exhale, we come back to center with our head, releasing our right hand and bringing both hands to the knees or to the belly. Let's find some neck circles by bringing our chin to the chest and rolling them around, finding all the different cracks and crevices and little spots and squeaky spots in our neck. If we find a squeaky spot, maybe we hang out there and just gently rock a little bit, letting that spot know you're giving it a little internal massage and breathing that life into the muscle. Maybe your neck feels good, so you go around at least one time and then go in the opposite direction at least one time. Going slowly and just moving to the rhythm of your own breath. On that next inhale, we come back to center and then take a deep exhale. We open our eyes and take a breath as we acclimate to the room. It's like light, oh my God, I'm a vampire. Inhale, we scoop up the arms, look up, reach up, press into the palms, and exhale, bring them right back to our heart center. Inhale, we scoop up. It's all the good energy, all the energy we want in our life. Press into the palms, and exhale, bring them right back to heart center. Scoop up 2 more times, all that energy on your own. Flowing to the rhythm of your own breath. And then on that next time, we bring our hands to heart center and we just check in with ourselves. Like, how are we doing? Do we need to adjust our legs or anything else? And if we do, then we do that, like I just did. We bring our hands back to our sides as we scoop up the energy. This time we hold a beach ball above our head. We stare at our thumbs and slowly roll our hands all the way down to the ground. And we push into the sides of the belly where it meets the thigh as we find our forward fold. This is very passive, so let the shoulders roll forward, chin to the chest, and just feel good in your body. This gets the back of the thighs, the outer hip area, the inner groin, and the low back. So if you're feeling it anywhere there, it means you're doing it right. So breathe and just feel into the stretch. You can take your little spider fingers, like we'll wiggle them onto the ground, like dee 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 dee, and then walk them over to the right. Plant the right hand down, and then the left hand hovers over the right hand. We find this stretch in the low back left body. To think about that. Low back left body. Reaching, reaching, reaching. On that next exhale, our spider hands re-emerge and they walk all the way over to the left. We plant that left spider hand and the right one hovers over the left. So finding this nice, low, right back body stretch. On that next exhale, they emerge again and come back to center. Inhale, we rise a little bit. Exhale, they walk themselves away. On that next inhale, we push into the ground and circle our arms and bring them up to the sky, shoulders away from ears. We find our beach ball and maybe find a little arch in our spine. And then we look right to the horizon, so neutral spine, and we find a gentle twist to the right. So taking our shoulders and gently twisting them. Bring our hands down. The left hand comes to the left leg. The right hand comes right behind the right hip. We inhale and lift the chest, and exhale, we twist. We look over that right shoulder. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we twist. Finding that ujjayi breath. On that next exhale, we bring our hands back to center Inhale, we scoop up, find your beach ball, we look up, shoulders away from ears, and we find that nice little back bend. And then exhale, we look all the way to the horizon and find our twist to the left. Both hands come down, left hand to the left hip, right hand to the right leg. We take a deep inhale and we lengthen the spine, and exhale, we twist, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, we lengthen, exhale, we twist. On that next exhale, both hands come back to center. Inhale, scooping up, reaching up, looking up. And then the right hand comes down, the left hand comes up and over, finding our side stretch. Lengthening that side as we sink that left hip down. On that next inhale, both hands come right back to center. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes up and over, finding side stretch. Take a deep inhale, we lift the chest, look up, and sink that right hip down as we exhale. Inhale, both hands come back down, and let's roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Finding a little shoulder roll. Roll them forward and then roll them back, or vice versa. Shake out your arms and come to just a neutral spine here. Inhale, both of the arms come out to the sides like a T, top of the hands reaching towards the back of the room. We can lift up the chin and open up the chest, or we can look to the horizon. Whatever feels good here. On that next exhale, we wrap our arms around ourselves, tucking our elbows into our bellies and finding this nice little shoulder stretch. Find your breath, feel into the stretch. On that next inhale, we rise back up. This time we find cactus shape, so we bend at the elbows and squeeze our shoulder blades together, lifting up our chest, finding this nice cactus shape arms. This is also a great stretch if you're on your computer a lot or just sitting at your desk. Like, this is the magic. And then exhale, we take that opposite hand on top and we find our elbows to the belly and we find the stretch in the back of the shoulders. Maybe we lift each shoulder one at a time. We find a little shoulder dance. It's like we're grooving at a socially distanced party, of course, mask on, and we're just lifting up our mask every time we crunch on a chip. We holding it down at the chip table. On that next inhale, we come back to center and lift up our chest. Let's circle the arms all the way up to the sky. Look up, reach up, find that extension. Then come back to center, bring your hands behind and switch the direction of your legs. So if right was in front of left, left is in front of right. If you've adjusted your legs a lot, like I have, and don't know where you're at, then it's all right. I don't know which side I was on. I've switched them a few times. That's okay too. Inhale, we scoop up, look up, reach up, stare at your thumbs, and exhale, we slowly lower all the way back down to the ground. We press into the belly where it meets the thigh and find this nice forward fold. Take a deep inhale, we lift a little bit. Exhale, we fold a little bit. If you're in a chair, you can always use another chair to place your hands on to give you a little bit of stability. Sometimes as you lean forward, you feel like you're going to fall out of the chair. So just food for thought. Take some deep breaths here. Find that Ujjayi breath. On that next inhale, we rise all the way back up, and let's extend our legs and work on the hips a little bit. So if you're in a chair, you can take your knees a little bit wider from what we've already done in these forward folds, and place something underneath you so that you can have something to hold on to, because we'll find some more forward folds. So take a deep inhale and an exhale. We flex our feet here and then slowly begin to hinge forward at the hips. So So this is much different than your other forward folds. In fact, if you're in the chair, you might not even need the thing that you're coming down to because your chest is lifted. And as you exhale, you fold, finding the hip stretch in the back of the legs. So my chest is lifted, my hands just come to my knees. Toes are flexed here, and we breathe. As we breathe, we imagine that intention we started with. I am letting go. I am letting go. What about your practice, your life, your routine, your habits, tangible things in your life? What are you letting go of? I am letting go. On that next inhale, we rise all the way back up to the center, and we can take our legs a little bit wider. So finding a wide-legged forward fold. If we have any knee sensitivity and we're on the ground, you can take a rolled blanket or another pillow, a towel, and place it under your knees, and it gives you a little extra support. This is optional, so if you're like, I'm good, then that's fine too. I did that in a class on Thursday, and the students were like, that was magic. So, very nice. Go ahead and wiggle your torso and just find that little positioning for your thighs to just lock right into your hip bones. We lift up the chest, flex our feet so that our knees are in line with our toes, and then slowly begin to hinge forward at the chest. Hands come to the ground right in front of you. I immediately feel this to my inner thigh area. My low back feels it a little bit. And I think the outer hips feel it too. So take a moment and just like see where you're feeling it as well. You can breathe, feel into this. And I'm noticing I'm holding on to tension in my pelvic floor. I'm going to try to release that, and that helps to open up my hips a little bit. Ah, that's a little better. So checking in with yourself, maybe clenching something and then releasing and just seeing, like, does that help? Find that Ujjayi breath. As we are in this position, let's close our eyes and maybe just really focus on that breath. We can slow it down. Find that Ujjayi. On that next inhale, we slowly begin to rise all the way back up, and then we bring our legs back together, wiggle the knees. If you're in a chair, you can flex and wiggle as well. And let's come to Shavasana. So it's that time, friends. If you're in a chair, just scoot your booty forward and lean back, or you could even give yourself a pillow behind your head and allow your neck to open up. So wherever you'd like to be in for this Shavasana, go for it. If you're on the ground, then you can bring maybe even like a bolster underneath your spine, like long ways, or you can lay flat on your back. I will be laying flat on my back for today. So if you would like any other version, go for it. So maybe you want a Shavasana with a cushion under your knees, maybe something under your head, or you might want knees bent, legs extended. Lots of options here. So find a Shavasana that feels good. Traditional corpse pose would be legs extended and arms by your side. You could always try this version and see how it feels, and if you're like, that doesn't feel good, you can bend your knees, like my back is feeling pinchy like that. And maybe even take them wider than your mat and allow the knees to knock together. This is broken bridge. This is a great restorative pose. Whatever pose you decide, try to close your eyes and relax your jaw and take any tension out of the body. Clear your mind and let yourself Just focus here on that ujjayi breath. I am letting go. I am letting go. And let's do some clearing breaths. So deep inhale, open mouth exhale. Deep inhale, open mouth exhale. Last one on your own. So hopefully you've released a little bit of tension. Go ahead and just come into a smooth breath, which just means normal breath. Let yourself melt into the mat and declutter anything that's coming up in your mind. So task lists, to-dos, those things don't matter. They do not serve you here in Shavasana. So taking the time to just be exactly as you are. Maybe you check in with the body. Maybe you just feel your breath. Or maybe you need a different focus. You can imagine the moon. And as you inhale, the moon gets nice and big and round. And as you exhale, the moon goes all the way down to a teeny tiny crescent. Let's spend the next few minutes in silence for your Shavasana. Begin to tap back into the breath, taking a deep inhale, and then an exhale. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle out wrists and ankles. Take both arms overhead for a full body stretch. Let it feel sweet. Roll onto one side and let your heart melt for a full breath. When you're ready, go ahead and push yourself up and find a comfortable seated posture. Once you find it, bring your hands to your heart center, tuck your chin and close your eyes, and just thank yourself for showing up today and for being present in the practice. I appreciate you for being here. You are amazing. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you, each one of you. Thank you. Awesome job, friends. Yay. Just a quick reminder, Yoga for Better Sex workshop is this Saturday. So if you haven't signed up, you can send me a DM for the link or check out my yoga schedule to sign up. It's $20 or it's included in your membership. I also have a Yoga for Complete Fat Beginners course that came out, and I've decided to extend it until Saturday. So if you were hoping that I would, I did. I'm excited about that. I've sold about 100 units so far, and I'm really excited that 100 people are getting the opportunity to practice yoga in a safe and gentle way to learn the practice. It's kind of cool. All right, friends, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.